Hey everybody, it's Jochen and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Haydn campaign. This is scenario 2. I'm playing Japan, he's playing the Allies. This is December 20th, 1941. It's going to be a big day for me. So right off the bat, we grabbed a dot base near Guadalcanal. That's good. I'll take free bases all day long. Really worried about weather today, and I'm worried about subs. So let's see how this goes. Weather and subs are my biggest enemy in this campaign, because Hellsen sure has not been. He has elected not to fight, basically, anywhere. And the one time he did, we pretty much smashed it. Well, okay. The Gilbert Islands wasn't so great for us, but we definitely took care of the Boise and friends. It's just us doing our thing, grabbing dot bases. Now look at this. Landing at Lafoa on New Caledonia with Tanaka. I am a subject matter expert at capturing dot bases. I think this might be another 10, between a 5 and a 10 base day, I'm hoping. Cool. Well, so far so good. We haven't really had to deal with too many subs. And you notice that we landed at Afate. You know, why not? He's not going to defend it. Why not take it? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah! That's my sub hitting his AO. Yeah. That's some good stuff, man. 2 torpedoes, 1 hit. 50% accuracy rate. Well done, RO33. So the Trinity, 1 torpedo is going to hurt it a lot. It's on fire. Let's keep listening for noises if we don't hear one right now. Okay, so no noises yet. Let's listen for sinking sounds later. If we hear it, it's probably going to be this. All right, so this is my naval search. Let's see what they come up with here. It might be kind of a long, drawn-out process, but we need to see what there is out here. All right, so at Palembang in Singapore, he's got a lot of patrol boats, and he's using these as cannon fodder. That's all they're good for, right? They're just like a speed bump for us coming in there. A lot of patrol boats. That's what we're spotting here. Okay, definitely a lot of subs at Ambon. I like that we're actually finding them this time. That's weird. Look at that. My game went a little screwy on me here. We don't have any aircraft decals here. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's not like Hellsen's going to actually fight us, right? So we don't need to see any aircraft activity, any kind of animation, because he's not going to put up a fight. So I'm going to blow through this stuff pretty quick, guys. Look at that. He's not even defending anything. See, and that's the thing. You get lulled into this false sense of security, right? He doesn't put up a cap. He doesn't put up a cap. He doesn't put up a cap. And you get complacent. And you start reducing the amount of sweeps you fly. And then he slams you with the cap trap. Okay, so we got Nels coming in. We can't see the planes, but they're going to probably... Yep. Miss these ships. Look at that. They're at 3,000 feet and they still can't hit. But you can't let up with your sweeps and your escort, guys. Anytime he could drop a cap trap in. He could have aircraft at Palembang just waiting to come in or hiding somewhere. And then he flies them in between the turn. You go in there thinking that he's not going to put up a fight, and he hits you. That's how you cap trap people. You lay dormant for days, and then you just come in out of nowhere and you hit him. And he's done it to me several times now, so I'm getting more aware of it and wary of it. But at the same time, if he doesn't want to fight, so be it. We'll take the initiative. Okay, so these are Sally's and Lily's coming out of Singora. I saw something on the ground here, so I wanted to hit it. So it looks like we found some Hudsons there and a little bit of damage to the airfield. I was looking for the aircraft. He may have already moved them out. And those are just disabled ones there. Okay, this is just hitting the airfield at Rangoon. Just trying to keep him from building forts there, even if he ever elects to try to defend the place. I want an easy time of it. Okay, we'll just see. I'm hitting Constian, and you may be wondering, like, why? What's important there? Well, I'm just trying to be unpredictable. I don't want to keep hitting Nanning. I don't want to keep hitting Luchao. I don't want to keep hitting the same places every day because he'll detect the pattern and he'll hit us. So if I start spreading it around and being inconsistent, hitting the same base twice, then flying nothing the next day, then flying the next, hitting another base, he'll never know where to be, right? He doesn't have enough aircraft to spread out to all these bases. So I'm trying to be unpredictable, just like he is. So we're going to hit Constian really hard today. And, yeah. All right. You know the Sally thing ain't going to go well over Singapore. We've been getting ripped up by flak. And right off today's no different. We're not getting the kind of damage on the airfield that I wish. Look at that, thunderstorms, man. I can't win with this weather. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Oof. Ugly. Ugly. At least 3 aircraft shot down there. We're going to have a lot of Sally losses this turn. And it is what it is. I mean, what can I do about it? Alright, so now we're back in China. I needed this particular raid to go well, and it did not. So we hit him. But we did not, I don't think we did enough damage to knock him out of move mode. I don't know. I don't see any damage listed, so it's hard to say. I don't know if the bombs have to cause casualties to disrupt, or if they just need to, I don't know what they need to do, honestly. Is it just them hitting the ground that disrupts them, or do they have to actually cause damage? Okay, Betties are now coming in. This hex here, guys, is crucial. This is the most important hex on the entire map this turn. This gotta go well. Our aircraft are flying. The weather's not great, but we're flying. And we're hitting the units. So these are guys are now getting properly disrupted. Okay, and here's me just looking for action, and of course he's just not there. So I don't know what to say. It's good and bad, right? It's good because we're not taking losses from this stuff, and it's bad because my pilots aren't getting kills. And these are the aircraft that I want to get kills against: Buffaloes and these B-339s and these crappy P-40s. These are the aircraft I want to shoot down now to get my pilots better for the good stuff later on, and we're not getting opportunities at all. Look at that. Nothing at Batavia. Where is he? Oh, hear that? That is a sinking AO. I guarantee it. Okay. I'm just kind of speeding through these bad weather. Bad weather. Bad weather. Bad weather? Bad weather. See what, guys, you see what I deal with here? Every turn it's something. Every turn. If the real Japanese had this many setbacks as of the 20th of December, they would have just quit the war. Okay, and these guys hit nothing again. Good news is we are getting a lot of bombing hits onto this hex. That's what we really need right now. We want to slow them down so they can't escape. We also want to disrupt them. Because what's coming here is going to be straight Blitzkrieg. Yeah. All right, we're getting bombers in, and that's what I need right now. Good stuff. Look at that. Nice hit. Look at that. Man, these sallies. Good stuff. Okay, looking good, looking good. Had some weather setbacks here, but overall, I'm okay with what's going on right now. Okay, oh, get some more nails in there too. Great. I think we put enough hurting on that hex, guys. Okay. So this is our sub guys dealing with his submarines. Cool. Well, that means they're not shooting at me. Ooh. Okay, K-14. This is in the hex of Ambon. Oh, let's see what we get here. Nice. Oh, that's a hit. Nice. Nice. 3, 4 hits. Awesome. That'll keep him busy. About time we had a win against the subs. That's what I like right there. Okay, landing at Atu. I forgot. We've got more places to land, guys. We're not done yet. Okay, Kupang. I think we've got more bases. Here we go. Now we're on Mindanao. Check it out. We have come ashore at Dajan Gas and Davao. I'm not trying to now. This attack here is trying to take the whole island. I'm just trying to get some feet on the ground here. Put some pressure on them. Okay, guys, this is the most important part of the turn right now. There it is. This is it. Alright, guys, let's just do this. You ready? This is so important, man. We have to win here. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Towards Sion. Oh, dang! Holy moly, this is so good. Oh, yes. Oh. This is money, man. We just blitzkrieged this butt. These 4 units, right? Look at the amount of AV they had. 800. That is no joke. If this had gotten up into this terrain here, we'd be talking about, times 3 going against that. We took them out because look which way they went. They went in the direction, and okay, I don't want to claim like I knew this the whole time. Desert Wolf taught me this. When units retreat, they tend to retreat in the direction of the greatest supply. And right now, because we own Ankang and there's nothing over here, they decided to go off-roading towards Sion. And this is really good for us because that means they're not on the road in front of us, which means we only have this opposition right here as we drive towards Ankang to relieve it. This is some good stuff. Look at those casualties. We took out the bulk of the AV here. These units have basically nothing left. And here's what you know what they got. Bad morale, no supply, disruption, no supply. That's critical here. So I can bet you that all the other units on this road have no supply as well. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that the supply roads from Chongqing and all the other bases here are bad. So any of these guys that we hit are going to have no supply. This is so good. I don't even care what else happens this turn. This is the best. This is so good. Okay, this is us blowing these guys out. And we don't take it? What? Okay. Can somebody explain this one to me? A deliberate attack with 25-1 odds and the enemy unit is still alive? How does that work? Someone explain that mechanic to me. This guy should have been obliterated. What the heck? Okay, this is us attacking at Taiyun. We should be able to dislodge this unit. Nice, good. Good. Oh, perfect. Yeah, get out of here. So, we hit these guys and blasted them up back into the mountains where they're basically no threat to me. Excellent. Oh, man, it's all money. Finally, I get a good turn here. Okay, this is us attacking him. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. And again... Oh. Okay, I'll be quiet. Units destroyed. Okay. Never mind. Wipe that one out. Okay, this one, I have no clue how this is going to go. Not good. It didn't go good at all, actually. The only thing that happened here that was good that we took out the fort level a little bit. Okay, we'll go through these dot bases pretty quick here. There's not much to see. Okay. Cool. We won this. So we just force these guys down into Pontianak, and that's the next stop for us there. Excellent. I'm hoping we can clean this one up soon. Okay. Hey, look, it's Long Island. Hey, I wouldn't want to live there right now. All that Canadian smoke is blowing all the way across the ocean to right here, Long Island. I don't know if you get the reference. Look at me, dot base master. Okay, let's take it. Let's take it right now. Oh, we didn't take it. Wow. Really? Wow, I thought we would have done a little bit better than that. Okay, well, so be it. Fort level down to 0 though, so that should help us for next turn. I thought we'd have taken this with that. Nice. Nice. Even better. Oh, yeah. Good. Overall, a very good turn. I can't complain. Our main objective was met. You know, we didn't take Kupang. A couple other things didn't go our way, but it's really not the end of the world. I'm really pushing the pace down there in the Dutch East Indies anyway. So, you know, it's I feel like I'm doing just fine. If I don't take a base in one turn, it's okay. Okay, I've got a new ship there. That's a transfer. So AMCQ Sumi Maru. That's a good ship. Guys, what an awesome turn. Let's take a look at it now. Okay. Very, very happy with this turn. Let's take a look at it. Aircraft lost today. Another bad day for us, man. Look at this. We're now double 2-1 losses for him, to him. As expected, a lot of Sally losses over Singapore. 4 to flag, 2 to ops. We lost a Talia, a Talia, a Babs, a Tina, and a 0. And he loses 1 Hudson and a Catalina PBY 4. Unfortunately, again, extremely high pilot losses this turn. These are not good. I don't know what else to do. I have to do these missions, but man, we're losing a lot of pilots doing it. Okay, looking at the Army loss points this turn. 106 for the Allies, 4 for the Japanese. Ship sunk. This one actually I scuttled last turn. It had been burning for about a week at Monado, and it was just not going to get any better. So I got tired of looking at it, and I elected to go ahead and scuttle it. Just wasn't going to get better. Now, we also know that we hit an AO, one of his replenishment oilers. We didn't see it sink, but we heard it sink. So I'm assuming that's going to come up on the list here at some point. Okay, for the turn, we gained 108 additional points, bringing the Allied win ratio down to 2.249. On a combat reporter, we'll go through this pretty quick. Not a lot of sea activity. We had sub-activity at Wake, at Parmakasan. That's where we allegedly sank the AO. And Ambon, we see that he's got a lot of subs there. We hit one pretty good. On the ground, good battle here at Taiyun. We've cleared the enemy out of this hex. Sinyang, this is the oddest combat report I've ever seen. Look at these numbers. 589 to 8. 25 to 1. And yet the unit is still alive. Explain that to me. I don't get this at all. I have no idea how that unit's still alive. We captured some dot bases. Okay. A good battle here. We had destroyed this unit outright. And this is the star attraction of the turn, guys. This was my Blitzkrieg. As you can see over here to the right, we just blasted through these 4 cores. They were relatively high strength. If you look at them, we had 817 AV here, and it was absolutely crucial that we defeated them on this clear terrain while we had the opportunity. And we did so. So now, what we need to do is drive up the road to Ankang ASAP, and relieve our troops up there and continue on to our ultimate destination, which is going to be the road junction to the north that basically supplies all the fuel from Lanchao to Chungking. If I hold that road, he's done for. We trap a lot of troops on the other side of this river, and we have a shot into Chungking from that point. But we're weeks away from that, I feel. In the meantime, we need to keep going up that road, and infantry has to follow. Here at Pontiac, we defeated these units, pushed them south. Air activity was okay. Anything noteworthy here? Yeah, the Nels missed again at Rangoon. Batavia, again, it's proof that he just won't fight us. Look at that. He's not there. Sweeping over Luchao, Conscien. A lot of bombing raids here. Nothing individually important enough for me to point out. SIGINT. Here we go. Radio transmissions at 8642, and we see that that's repeated twice. Let's take a look at that. 8642 is right here. So we know he's got some units there, and they're talking. We just don't know what they're talking about. But I can tell you right now, he's definitely trying to get up into here to block us, because we're making a live drive for Sion. And these units are moving up here to be disruptive in that goal. But it's not going to do him a whole lot of good, because as we get through here, it's just clear terrain all the way into Sion. And nothing he can put up there in front of us is really going to stop us. We had some weird SIGINT over here at this base. Or Lord really knows why this is even on the map and what the point of it is, but it's there. Perth, something going on at Perth. We see that he's got a reasonable amount of ships and aircraft, but that's something we already knew about Perth from the get-go. And Pago Pago. We see something going on out there at Pago Pago. But it doesn't tell us much, right? Detection went out of 0. But we don't have any idea what's actually in there. Except for SIGINT. Let's take a look at some of the ops report stuff. We got a new AMC into Osaka. Let's take a quick look at that. Nice. This is a nice ship. AMC. Carries a lot of troops, a lot of cargo. It's got a spotter plane aboard. With a not very well trained pilot, but guess what? We can train him right now because he's got nothing better to do. Or better yet, what we should do is upgrade this to a Jake, because I could actually use that elf in another unit. So we'll do that. But yeah, this is a good unit to have. Good ship. Alright, let's see. Combat. So I got a report here that the Corregidor was sunk at Manila on December 8th. So that's another ship we can add to our tally. Intel. A couple good bases expanding here. Port Arthur, size 6 airfield. Kotobaru, size 5. That's really good. Changsha, that's his base. That's not so good. And Minato, size 4. So this is all good. Good activity this turn. Japanese, we captured 4 bases, so I'm a little bit below my average here. That's okay. Next turn we're going to have a lot more, because we're going to be landing. We're landed at more bases now that we're going to take. So I expect this list to be back to its normal size tomorrow. On pilots, again, 2 more pilots killed. Guys, our pilot attrition rate is just awful. And yeah, that's basically it for ops support. So let's just get to the meat and potatoes of what's going on here. So China. I'm just going to spend most of my time talking about the most important part to me, and that's northern China. Well, I guess technically that's northern China. Upper Central, I guess. We had our big win here, and now we've got quite a bit of armor that's ready to start heading up the road. So these guys are going to go at maximum speed. The next location, watch this. Let's go move. We'll have the lead unit be the 12th tank. And here we go. We're going to set these guys to go all to follow. I want this to go as one continuous unit. So here we go. We're going to start our way up the road right here. Once we defeat that unit, we have smooth sailing all the way up in Ankang and up to our ultimate destination, which was 8140. There's no real surprise that this is a hex that I want, because it cuts off the fuel, as I mentioned earlier, from Lanchao and further up into Chongqing. And between cutting that and cutting the Burma Road, we severely limit the amount of supplies the Chinese have. And Chinese units that are not in supply are not as deadly to us as the ones that are. So if we can slowly start starving them out, their combat effectiveness drops substantially. And even though they have large numbers of troops, if they're out of supply, they're just throwing rocks, boulders, and sticks instead of bullets. So big strategy here, starve China and then we can defeat it in detail in other places around the map. But so far, Blitzkrieg operations is going great. Armor in front, infantry following behind to secure the roads and fill in the gaps that the armor punches into. Okay, in Burma, things are going very well. Next turn, the 14th tank unit will be into Mole Mine. And it's just a little engineer unit that's holding this place down. So once we capture this, we can continue up the road. Now, there is a garrison requirement in Mole Mine, but you know, what's the worst that's going to happen if you don't garrison a base for a few turns? You're going to take some damage and lose some victory points, but you know, that's not that important to me right now. Speed is more important than anything else. The faster I take Rangoon, the faster Hellsen loses supplies into China. And we've got plenty of supporting infantry close behind here. So, like, for example, this unit here will be in the Hex next turn, and then they only have one more to go. And then we've got plenty more behind them. Alright, taking a look at Manila, we are slowly beginning our encirclement of Temalo. So I basically, you see I have a big circling of troops here. I've got these guys moving into here to close that last Hex side, as you can see. And then we will all converge at the same time and take Temalo on, straight on. And then once we eliminate this pocket of troops, we have no other opposition other than what's down in Singapore. So this is going pretty good for us. In the Philippines, we were having a little bit of bad weather here because I've been trying to initiate a strike back on Clark for the last 2 days. And on both days, the weather canceled the missions. So I'm hoping next turn it's a little better. We can take a quick look at the forecast. So as you can see here, Philippines is forecasting clear skies. So we should be able to finally get a mission off and start putting some damage on Clark Field, which is very important to us. One, starving the supply, and two, keeping them from building too big of forts there. Because if we let them build size 4, size 5 forts, we're in huge trouble when it comes time to finish that place off. So just waiting for the weather to get better so we can take this place. Down here on no, this is Mindanao. We've landed at Dajan Gas and at Davao. I don't need these bases quite yet, but hey, the earlier I can get them, the better. So I got him now. I'll take him next turn. He's already fled, like in typical Hellsen fashion. He's left the area, which is fine with me. So this unit will remain here to garrison, and this unit will maneuver. So I'll probably have them going up to Cotabato, or at least holding this Hex. I don't know. I'd probably go to here, and maybe go to here just to kind of bottle him in. And I'll bring in additional reinforcements, and we'll just slowly constrict the allies, and we'll push in both directions until we basically get them stuck in Surigao or something. And the Dutch East Indies, kind of a quiet turn. We did damage a sub here. We see that all of his subs are in the Ambon Hex, but that's no matter to me because all of my important ships made it in safely. So we're safe in there for now, and hopefully my ASW efforts can start putting the hurting on these guys here. So I'm going to put up a ton of ASW to try to reduce these subs. And in the meantime, we're going to start looking at other places to attack. I'm still cleaning up dot bases over here. On Kupang, we didn't have the best showing, and I believe part of the reason was I had this unit in reserve last time. I've now set it to deliberate, and that was a lot of AV to take out of the fight. So I'm pretty sure next turn we will take these guys just fine. And then we own this base, and that's a pretty important base for us on Timor. All right. Solomon's area is looking money. We own Ndeni, Luganville. Look at this. We also have Efate next turn because he's giving us free bases here. So whatever, we'll take them. I also just landed somewhere else that's really exciting. You guys ready? Okay, we are now on New Caledonia. I think that's pretty cool. So here's what I did. I landed at Lafoa because there are allied units at Noumea. I knew that. there always starts that way, right? There's some free French units there. But at Lafoa, there's typically nothing. So if we land here and take the space, when we move into Noumea, we close all the hex sides for the infantry to escape from. And if we kill that unit, it dies. It's gone. And it can't retreat up this island, or else we're going to be chasing it all the way to Kumak, and I don't feel like doing that. So landing at Lafo, taking about 3 days to get into Noumea, and then we own Noumea. So I think that's a pretty good way to go about doing this, and that's what we did. So looking a little bit further up, no real activity that we can see in the Gilberts or out here towards the Marshals. And as well at Wake, we do have the enemy submarines there, and they've been a huge hindrance to me. Let's look at this. Ship sunk by a Japanese ship sunk. We've lost 4 ships at Wake so far for a total of 17 points. 2 AKLs, a pretty inconsequential AK, and a 10-point patrol boat. So those subs have been a pain, and they're keeping us spotted, and they're keeping eyes on everything we're doing here. And it is a concern because I do have some operations going on at Wake right now, albeit low intensity. If the Allies elect to come in here with their aircraft carriers, I won't really have much to stop them. And every ship that's there is going to get killed. So I have to strike a balance between keeping some sort of ASW and doing what I got to do there. And it's not going great. So I got to be careful with that. All right. And finally, we'll take a look at the Aleutians. We're landing at Unaska Island and also at Attu Island. So we've got these 2 bases next turn, and then we're going to continue to clean up all these dot bases, and that's going to be our Aleutian Islands campaign. Anyway, to sum it up, I'm really happy with how things went in China today. We have a long, painful, costly road ahead of us to conquer it, but this was an important first step along that road, the road to Chongqing. So expect a lot of activity in China in the coming days and weeks. I'm going to be pressing as hard as I can here because one of my major stated goals for this campaign is conquering China completely. And I really want to do that, but baby steps to do it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.